It began with a car crash, the sound of twisting metal and shattering glass. Marcus' chest slammed into the steering wheel, his vision swimming in sparks, his head pounding. He heard Sarah screaming, his girlfriend's voice raw with terror. The world went black for what felt like minutes, maybe longer. When he opened his eyes, he was lying on a gurney, bright lights flashing overhead. The air smelled sharp and chemical. Sarah's hand clutched his tightly, her face pale with fear. She whispered, "Yuri, okay, Yuri at the hospital, Yuri safe," but something in her voice trembled. Mark tried to sit up, but pain shot through his ribs. He groaned, collapsing back down. Doctors in pale green scrubs rushed around, their faces hidden behind masks, their voices low, muttering words he couldn't quite understand. He felt them pushing needles into his arm, tubes into his skin, his body. Numb, Sarah leaned closer, her eyes wet. She whispered again, "It is okay, just rest," but her words sounded forced, like she didn't believe them herself. Marcus' eyes fluttered shut when he opened them again. The room was different, darker. The lights above flickered, buzzing faintly. The doctors were gone. Sarah sat slumped in a chair, her eyes closed. But when he whispered her name, she didn't move. She looked frozen, her chest rising barely at all. Mark struggled up, the pain sharper this time, but he pushed through, stumbling onto the cold tiled floor, his bare feet slapping against it. The hallway outside stretched long and dim, lit by buzzing fluorescent lights, the walls yellowed with age. Mark frowned. Hospitals didn't look like this anymore. Everything felt old, abandoned, but the equipment in his arm was new. Sarah, he rasped, shaking her shoulder. Her eyes opened, but they were distant, unfocused, like she was drugged. She whispered weakly, "Don't leave me here," but her words slurred. Marcus' heart pounded. He staggered to the door, peering into the hallway. It was empty, the silence crushing. No beeping monitors, no footsteps, no voices, only the hum of the lights. He whispered hello, his voice echoed too far, too loud. He stumbled forward, dragging the forced, and with him its wheels squeaking loudly against the tiles. Doors lined the hallway, their glass windows fogged over. He stopped at one, peering inside. The bed was neatly made, but someone was lying on it, a man, pale and thin, his face turned away. Mark tapped on the glass. The man slowly turned his head. Marcus' stomach flipped. His face was Marcus' own, same eyes, same bruises, same cut across the forehead, his double-smiled lips stretching too wide before his body collapsed into dust on the sheets. Mark staggered back, slamming into the opposite wall, his breath coming in ragged gasps. He turned to run, but the hallway stretched longer than before, the far end swallowed in darkness. Every door he passed rattled violently, fists slamming against the glass, shadows pressing against the fogged windows, whispering his name. Mark, Mark, Mark. His legs trembled. He turned a corner, nearly falling. The hallway ended in an elevator, its doors wide open, but inside was nothing but blackness. Sarah's scream echoed behind him, sharp and broken. Mark spun, racing back, his chest burning. When he burst into the room, Sarah's chair was empty, the bed empty. Her voice still echoed, but she was gone, the foreline ripped from his arm. He stumbled backward, the lights flickered once, twice, then went out, plunging him into darkness. Silence pressed in until a faint sound rose, the steady rhythm of footsteps. Not one pair, but many, coming closer and closer. The lights flickered back on, and the hallway was full. Pale doctors in green scrubs, their faces hidden by masks, their hands holding long metal tools. They moved in unison, step after step, their heads tilting as they reached for him. Mark screamed, bolting into the darkness.